I gotta appreciate the talent of Western journalists. Every time they write about Andrew Tate, they have to add the word far right, misogynist, and they repeat those words over and over. And it takes skill in order to repeat those words like 25 times in a small article, and the article still maintains coherency. But do you know how the Romanian journalists talk about Andrew Tate? Ex-boxer Andrew Tate. This is how almost every single website reports on him. No far right, no misogynist. It's almost like the Romanian journalist expects that the reader is a grown-ass adult capable of making their own opinions just by reading something. They don't editorialize almost at all. They just provide the facts and the information. Wow, apparently like journalism can still exist. So now I find an article that goes into the two other girls that have been arrested alongside with the Tate brothers. So they are also involved in the same criminal prosecution case. And one of the things that the Romanian media does is finding very beautiful metaphors, mimetic things that stick into your mind, and they call them the Angels of Tate. So the Angels of Tate are two girls. One of them is by the name of Luana Radu, a 32-year-old, which used to be a cop 8 years ago, but then she gave up police work in order to do video chatting. Ay, 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 Luana Radu. Ay, ay, ay. Doesn't seem very angelic, though. Right? That doesn't seem that she inspires virtue and purity. She looks more like a succubus. Like she stirs different emotions. One that has to do with sin rather than virtue. So this is Luana Radu, and the other one is a lady by the name of Georgiana Nagel, 28 years old, and she's also an American citizen. And she is described as being also an influencer, which was dating Andrew Tate for 1 year now. So the Romanian authorities are saying that both of these women have helped to constrain at least 6 other women in order to create pornographic content, which then was uploaded on social media, and they have helped in order to maintain these 6 other girls under a form of house arrest, keeping them like prisoners. Andrew Tate, 36 years old, and his brother Tristan, 34, and these other 2 women are now being charged with accusations of human trafficking, as well as the crime of gang rape. But I want you to notice, like, no misogynist, no sexist, no far right. It's literally like, okay, the authorities have said this. These are the people that are being arrested. This is who they are. Apparently, Nagel was born in Bucharest, and she lived in the neighborhood Tuhari, and she met Tate through the intermediary of a couple of friends around 5 years ago. After she helped him with his businesses, the two of them have formed a couple and have become a normal presence into the clubs and bars of Romania. Apparently, while working with video chatting, Luana Radu, which uses the pseudonym Eli Deli, has met Tate and has become his assistant, helping him manage his $100 million businesses. The Angel of Tates were arrested Thursday, and apparently their house was also searched, and they found around 700,000 euros. And now they spend time in the same cell with each other, and the brother Tates are also spending the same cell within arrest. So the Angels of Tate, these 2 succubi, are going to also be facing 30 days being detained while the authorities are gathering evidence. And the brothers, I believe, they also got detained for 30 other days. Now, what's important to mention is, see, on my channel, you're going to hear the opposite end of the story. So it's not just like the media likes to do, the accusations. I will tell you, from what I gather, what the Tate brothers have said, at least Andrew. His side of the story is that one of the girls that were there had a boyfriend, which was very upset when he found out that the girl was living at Tate's mansion. So he called the American embassy, And the American embassy then called the Romanian authorities, and this is when the cops have detained Andrew for 24 hours. And while he was in detainment, he asked, like, okay, do you have any evidence that I did this? And the police said no. And then they looked at the camera from in front of his house, showing that the woman that was allegedly held against her will went out, got the pizza, and then got back into the house. Now, it's up to you to believe which side of the story you want. However, if that was the case, I do not understand why they would have held him for 30 extra days. I do not understand why these two other women would also be involved in the case. What seems more likely to happen is that the Romanian authorities have been tracking the Tate brothers for almost 9 months now, and they have been building up a case against them. And I don't know what evidence they have, but apparently there's more than one witness. I don't know what they did. You know, the authorities are claiming that in the case of some girls, the Tate brothers said that they have debts to pay. And because they have debts to pay, they need to work those debts out, and they wouldn't allow them to leave the mansion until they pay the debts. Now, if that's the case, like, if legitimately, like, let's say one of the girls actually broke some equipment, right? And now she has a debt to pay. If you force her to stay inside and you don't allow her to go out, that's a crime, right? So, again, I genuinely don't know what happened. I don't know the evidence, and obviously all of this evidence is going to be exposed at the trial. The Tate brothers, they have their own version of events, and the authorities are going with their own. There's a lot of bullshit on the internet as well, like regarding Greta Thunberg and the pizza. I'll probably make another video to talk about that, because that is pure insanity. And I also found out the liberal journalist which started those rumors, and apparently that same liberal journalist is responsible for many blue conspiracies that are being shared on the internet, and some of them even the mainstream media believes, but they end up being false within a couple of weeks, and then the mainstream media pretends they never talked about them, which is pretty much classic, I guess, for the internet. Luna Radu. Look at it, the angel, succubus, fallen angel. Ushikushi. Look, I can change her, chat, is all I'm saying. If I wasn't married, I could have changed her. If I wasn't married, she wouldn't be a criminal, chat. I could have brought her on the way of the law-abiding citizen. What do you guys think, huh? Let me know what you think. I'll see you in the comment section, and I also need to shield my channel. There's a link into the pinned comment. If you click there, it will take you to my subscribe star, and in exchange, you will get a lot of buyer's remorse. See you guys there.